Well, we're joined today by Cheryl Duick of the Gospel Music Industry Hub. For those who don't know, what is the GMI Hub?
Gospel Music Industry Hub, which is what GMI Hub stands for, is just an organization that helps artists get along in their journey of their music career. We help equip them by connecting them with people that can help them along with things like their business, their creativity, even with their production, and also give them opportunities to share their music through artist showcases and through compilation projects that just give them that incentive to keep going on in their journey.
Now, GMI has something new and exciting in the works. Tell us about the Gospel Music Industry Hub Awards.
Gospel Music Industry Hub Awards is a new initiative that really is just a response from artists that have reached out to us and basically said, we feel like we don't have enough representation, especially with the recent news that has recently happened out in the music industry. So we said we'll just step up and do our part along the journey. We've always been about the journey, and we feel like the music industry for a lot of artists is like a marathon. There's a whole lot of stops along the way, and the awards is another stop. And I'm grateful for those have provided awards and recognition. And when the but I see what the artists are asking for, and we just say, okay, this is part of the journey, and we want to award not just the end result, not just the finishing line, but the journey along the way.
Why is it so important to shine a spotlight on, gospel artists and Christian artists? You know, like you said, there's been some news and some things that have happened. Why is it so important to focus on this group?
I've spoken to a lot of artists, well known and unknown, and a lot of them say the same thing. They don't feel like they're seen. They don't
Mm.
feel like what they are doing is recognized. And there's a lot of work that they go through. I mean, it's not just write a song and get the song out there and magically it's a hit. It's actually there's a lot of work behind it. There's a lot of collaboration. There's music arrangement. There's connecting with producers. There's choosing the right studio. And then when the song is actually done, then it's all the marketing that goes along with it, and the registering the song. Some people didn't even know they had to register their songs.
Mm.
So I think it's just important to recognize that artists, when they start a song, it sometimes it starts with just a sleepy little over the phone or over, and but then this masterpiece comes out on the radio or on the streaming scenes, and but there's a whole process that led to that. And I think it's important to recognize that these artists have put a lot of work, a lot of effort in what they are doing, and that we should recognize them, not just for the end result, but for the whole process that they have gone through to get to where they are right now.
Who are these awards open to? Who can participate?
Any gospel Christian artist, really, that has music out there. Um, or and but it's also we want to celebrate the creatives as well. So there are some creatives that may not be putting out the music, but there are producers that are involved, there are tech people that are involved, there are there's just so many facets that are involved, and we want to recognize all of these people in one way, shape, or another.
Now, the event itself is taking place in August of
That's
next
right.
year, obviously. We're
Yes.
past August this year.
And
It's a 2-day event. It sounds exciting. What's planned? Tell us a little bit about what that's going to look like.
well, we are still working on a lot of details, but the big picture right now is that we want to combine not only the celebration of the journey, but we also want to incorporate some workshops and seminars and talks that would help further equip the artists. Our pillars have been like everything that we do from our online panel discussions, through to artist showcases, to our festivals, and now to the award shows has always been based on encouraging unity, community, mentorship, and talent growth. So all our efforts for those 2 days are based on that. So helping with the mentorship, so people who are well versed in what they're doing, are more established, we're going to give them opportunities to share their knowledge to others who want to know. We want to highlight any new things that are popping up that may affect their journey as well, just so that they're aware of what to look forward to and make decisions as to whether or not they want to imply or avoid what is happening. So yeah, just that's the overall thought, but the details are still being worked out, and as soon as we have those details, I'd be happy to share those with you.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. Some invaluable information too when you have people who have already been in the industry sharing all of, okay, don't do this, what I
Yes.
did, that's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
so you guys are headed into a brand new season doing this awards. What is your vision for these awards potentially years down the road?
My prayer with that is that it will be a continuous symbol of, again, encouraging that unity, community, mentorship, talent growth. I pray that it would also encourage those artists that, there are some artists that are Christian artists that are using their giftings not necessarily in a church or religious walls. They're using them outside. And I think over time, in many years, we've slowly let those people feel like they're alone and they haven't been supported. So my prayer is that these awards, or this would just be an avenue to draw them back in, and that literally beyond the award, it would be um, an encouragement and a life, and help bring a lifeline back to these artists so that they feel like they're not alone, that they're just as valued, and then as they're out there in their own, if I can say, mission field, that we've got their back, and not just GMI Hub has their back, but the whole community that has embraced what we're doing has got their back.
Now, for our listeners or the artists that will be listening to this, because we've got plenty of those as well, if they want to learn more about GMI Hub, they want to learn about the Hub Awards, how can they go about doing that?
We will be putting information out on our website. It's still to be updated, but it's gmihub.ca. So we're going to put information on that as well. We'll be posting information on our socials. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. So we're just going to try and update in social media, but also we'll be sending emails out. So if anyone is not on our email list, I would encourage them to go to gmihub.ca, hit the join us button, and because those are the people that are going to learn first. So if you want to be first in line, get on our website, gmihub.ca, hit the join us button, and just sign up, and you will be the first in the know to know what's happening with the awards.
Thank you so much for joining us and for sharing all of this information with us today.
Thank you for having me. It was an absolute pleasure being here, and thanks. This is like groundbreaking, and I'm so honored that you are here to be a part of that as well.